big-time recruit who plays receiver coming to town. Why I always talk about in season, kind of pick and choose who they go after. In season, there might not be anybody at a certain position that is interested in going to your school. So it does suck. Hopefully you can find running backs, because running backs do want to come to your school, because there's a bunch of them all across the country. Maybe one of them can translate to receiver. Most of the time they do not, at least not that well. And yeah, these guys are not interested. They don't care about location and, you know, the fact that they came and we got our...
With Amazon ads, take your brand to the places people stream.
Hockey fans, we're right back at you with another thrilling matchup of ones. It's every man for himself out there, so get to it. Always starts with no like you think fuck. He's in. Oh, he just missed the net. Takes the shot, couldn't finish it off. Deeks. Oh, what is it? Jumped on that loose puck and wired it home. Shoots it, stops him in his tracks. Deeks, he's just not letting go of that puck. And scores on just a sensational play.
2-0 him, we can't let him score.
Deeks, here's a chance. Oh.
Hey Mike, it's your friends here, Julie and Sam, and we challenge you to learn how to do a double switch hockey stop just like this one.
So my friends Julie and Sam from the YouTube channel Field Package challenged me to learn the hockey stop. So I thought I'd see if I could learn to do this with 7 days on the ice. But first, to be able to learn to stop, I need to learn to go. So this is day 1 challenge you. Oh my god! Because it looks cool. So I've actually been given something to help me learn. So this guy here, he's designed to help kids learn to skate, because they can lean on him and then they can move around like so, and it's way easier with him. And he looks super cool. This is definitely the way to learn. Pretty fun. Okay, I think we should just try doing the hockey stop already because I actually think I'm pretty good at this. Like, guess that's all there is to it. This is day 2. So today we have a new helmet I can't stop. So these are proper hockey skates, and I just got them freshly sharpened at the shop that's over there, which I'm told wasn't probably the best idea for learning how to stop because it's easier to learn on blunt skates apparently, but these provide much more support than the rented ones that I had, so I should be in with a better chance. Okay, so I watched some of the footage back. The problem that I'm having is I'm not actually sliding the blade, I'm just turning really fast. This is what I'm doing. I'm going to one scoot straight, and I'm going to kind of drag the other one front until it starts sliding. I'll just keep the sideline slide. Transition into this, I want it to be like proper, stay with the simple, faster. Yeah, it's all about here. Really just turning the bit of it. The rink is empty, or maybe I'm just getting better, but it really feels like I'm making strides here.
And with that, we're going to take a teeny little break here, folks. Stick around, though, for great threes action.
Day 7. 1 week's worth of practice. I'm going to go as fast as I can, stop as hard as I can, and see if we can do a real, proper, legitimate hockey stop today. Yes, fast. That felt like a real one. That felt like a proper one. I'm calling it that. I'm happy with that. I think that counts. Alright. Let's roll them on that.
I'm not sure what the folks got wrong with the last guys. Regardless, we're making some changes to the lineup here as we get this game of threes ratcheted up again. Game on!
my viewers, 2 months of Skillshare Premium unlimited access for absolutely nothing. And there's no commitment. You can cancel at any time. You've got nothing to lose. So, check it out. The link is in the description. You might just learn something new. Thank you very much for watching. For the past 2 years in December, I have released a recap video, a video where I revisit many of the skills I've learned over the last couple of years. Normally it's a very glossy video with like big sections where I just do stuff in one cut, but trust me when I say that although it's one cut, it is not one take. Where's my sword? So this December I'm going to do something different. I'm going to do a recap video again, but instead of doing a glossy nice edit, I'm going to show you the real skill retention and see if I still really have the best. There's no fancy edit. I'm going to show you what really happens the first time I try and pick one of these skills up, again after an extended period of time. What's the start? Alright, so I thought to get myself an easy start with something that I've just recently learned, like 2 months ago. Pretty sure I've still got the sound. Book spinning, absolutely no problem.
Do the legs too.
That's the best, and I want to spin in a book, completely pointless skill, but it's fun. This is not a problem at all. But this is like 6 weeks skill retention, so that's really exciting, you can see it. Alright, so we're going to jump around a little bit this time here, but keep with the spinning theme. Back to spinning basketball. How long ago was this? Yeah. Absolutely no problem. Bloody hell. Right, back to the third video I did. Juggling. Did I still have juggling down? Most likely. Absolutely no problem. What's that, 3 years?
Are you enjoying yourself? I said,
That's pretty good.
are you enjoying
Alright, card spring. This was not long ago. Let's see if I still got the card spring. I can already tell, having not done it for a while, that this one is going to be a little bit not fantastic. No, not bad. Not as good as I used to be. This is something that you kind of have to do all the time.
Alright, people, that's the period. Neither team has hit that magical game over total.
Alright. On to the backwards brain bike. In case you're unfamiliar, you steer left, the wheel goes right. You steer right, the wheel goes left. This messes with your head. This thing is absolutely deadly to those who are untrained. But with a little bit of practice you can tame it. Whoa. The unicycle. There we go. There we go, look at that. I can
totally ride a unicycle. Keep you up, it. There we go. Alright, axe throwing. There we go. Oh no. Oi. Oh yes! Still got it. The slingshot.
No pressure here, players, but this next one has a
Just like
special negative bonus attached.
no. What?
Here we go.
Hit that.
And over the score.
Oh yes.
Back underway here after that
Fire.
glorious goal.
And I still make fire.
Solo mission. And no! Oh my! Goaltender stays with him.
Oh, look at that smoke.
Shuts him down on the shoulder.
Yes, that's good.
Feel of another strip-breaking.
Got a little whimper there.
All right, folks, we've got money puck in play. The next goal comes with a bonus. Goodness gravy, what a goal! Mark it down.
Problem.
Let's keep this party going all night long.
Alright, time for the backup lace. Ah, come on! Ah! Ah! What happened? Okay, pick it up. Put it in. Okay, that's good. Put something for this on top. Can't see.
Yeah!
Yes. Okay. I've lost both my shoelaces, but I've got a fire. Ah, that sound. Something about that sound soothes me. That was easy, eh? Alright, here we go. Last skill. Opening the champagne with the champagne glass. Let's see if I still got this down. So you're probably going to attend a couple of parties this holiday season. I want to try that trick that you saw on YouTube. This can go one of two ways. You can be the hero that does this first time, or you can be the a**hole that breaks the wine glass and the champagne and gets glass in everyone's drink. So don't be that person. The trick to avoiding that is with a flick. You just flick the rim of the glass here along the seam of the bottle, and it should just come off pretty flawlessly. Here we go. First time. Easy as. Still got it. Happy New Year, everyone. I hope you have a really great 2019. If you enjoyed what you just watched and want to get a jump on 2019, learn something new, improve yourself, then consider checking out my Guitar Fundamentals class or my Rubik's Cube class, where I teach you to solve the cube the most intuitive way using the least number of algorithms. I've hosted those classes on Skillshare, and because they sponsor this show, they're giving my viewers 2 months of premium access for free. Skillshare is an online learning community specifically designed to help you learn from the best. Skillshare now has over 25,000 professional, concise, to-the-point classes, so this year you can pick up something like DSLR Fundamentals, Master Illustrator, Learn Presentation Essentials, and even take a social media strategy class for your business from Gary Vaynerchuk. Use the link below to get your 2 months for free and help support the channel. And don't worry, if it's not for you, there's no commitment to carry on. There's nothing to lose. Thank you to Skillshare for supporting the channel this year, and of course thank you to all you lovely people for watching. This has been a great year. I've learned a lot. I hope if anything this video inspires you to learn that thing that you've always been meaning to get around to in 2019. Let me know what the thing is down in the comments, and I'll see you on the next episode. Peace.
Should you answer it, or let it go to voicemail? If you don't know who's calling, it's hard to know what to do. Q Bin Verified's reverse phone search. With just a phone number, you can potentially uncover who's behind the call. Searching a phone number in a regular search engine gives you limited results, which might not tell you very much. With Bin Verified, search billions of data points to uncover first and last names, address history, social media profiles, other associated phone numbers, and more. Use this information to figure out the possible origin of a call. Robocalls are up over 40%.
Dude, that just hit somebody's head, bro.
Many use neighbor spoofing to make the calls seem like they are from local sources. Take the guesswork out of vetting calls and stay one step ahead of scammers. Or say you want to reconnect with an old friend but only have a phone number. Use a reverse phone search and you might find more contact information so that you can get back in touch. See an unknown number pop up on your partner's phone? Before jumping to conclusions, you can run a reverse phone search to potentially uncover the name, address, or more behind the call. Bin Verified's reverse phone search is a powerful tool to help you learn more about the people around you. Try it out today.
He's either brave or foolish, but that's a great shot.
In April, I released a video where the challenge was to catch a fish with improvised repeat. I ended up fashioning a hook from bone that I found in the forest and making an improvised fishing line. However, it became apparent that if this was a real survival situation, I likely would have perished. It took me more than 3 days to actually catch a fish. What would have been better is, whilst I was figuring out how to find protein, I managed to find sustenance in the forest by foraging. So in this video, I thought I'd give it a go. Is it possible to find a day's worth of food in the forest? Alright, here's the script. I'm in the woods, evidently, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to walk around and, using my intuition, just pick plants that I think look edible. Let's see where that gets us. This is day 1, hour 0. Admittedly, I'm being deliberately obtuse here, but I wanted to see what I would end up with, foraging just based on intuition and my limited knowledge of plant life around me. Would I be able to get a meal, or would I pick something toxic? These plants here have little thorns on them. Yep, that's spiky, so I'm going to avoid that. This plant here, leafy, juicy looking stems, that looks a lot more edible. I'm just going to take the whole thing. Wow, that came up easy. This is one plant I definitely do know, and that's nettles. I do know about nettle soup. That is something that people make, that's something that people eat, which means that nettles must be edible. It's stinging me. These big stems, the size of these, smell like food. It smells like a plant, but looks like mint. It doesn't smell like mint. It's definitely not mint. This sort of fungus growing on the end. I don't know if it's edible or not, but these are buttercups, which surely are fine. This video has 2 main purposes. One is to be entertaining and somewhat educational, and the other one is to encourage you to try foraging. It's really fun. However, you should be aware that before I put anything in my mouth in this video, it has been checked by a foraging expert. Do not eat something that you find in the forest without the guidance of someone qualified, and don't use this video as reference material. That is not no, really, don't. Anyway, on with the video. So here's my smorgasbord of 12 different plant species. What we're going to do is just eat these and just see what happens. So, unidentified mushroom species, here goes. Just kidding. That would be super dumb. Instead, I had foraging and bushcraft expert Adam Logan have a look at what I had collected.
Wow, quite spread. Okay.
At first, it looked like I might have actually picked up a decent lunch.
Dandelion really is up there as one of the good ones to forage. So the whole plant is safe for human consumption. Nettle is always mentioned as a good forager's plant to pick. We've actually managed to pick a very, very good edible in here, ground elder. So this really you can see is forming, a side of greens in your meal quite easily.
However, it soon became apparent things were not so good after all.
These greens are going to be quite low on the calorie side of things. So you've correctly identified or picked a safe plant, but not taken the part that has the real food value. Actually, they're very bitter. You can have all sorts of reactions. Death is probably the main one. Yeah, actually quite poisonous. It's very, very bitter. One of these plants is a definite avoid. It's one of the toxic ones. Unfortunately, this is one of our most toxic plants. Not a mistake you want to make. Out of everything I think you've picked today, this is potentially the biggest error and potentially the most dangerous. So this is one of our most toxic plant species. Okay, suppress your heart rate and send you out pretty quickly if you make a mistake.
Not only had I chosen food that was low in calories, I'd also picked a plethora of inedible, harmful, and downright deadly plants. Separating what was safe to eat, I sat down for a rather sparse lunch. Oh! You try that. Just because it doesn't kill you doesn't mean you can eat it. Okay. It's insane to eat nettles. Hey, that's alright. Just eating weeds that grow around the back of the house now. Nah, wouldn't recommend. I just found this over there.
Alright, fans, how great is three's hockey action?
Today, in true British fashion, it is pissing and rain, so I'm not going to do any foraging today. Instead, I'm going to do some learning. So normally in this channel, I learn from trial and error. However, in this scenario, that would be really, really dumb. That would be a surefire way to get yourself killed. Humans, over generations, have passed down knowledge for how to forage in the forest a safe way by word of mouth. And today, we do that in a more modern way, using books. So I'm going to do some reading up. Learning about foraging and the plants around you is really interesting. It's crazy to think this stuff just grows around you for free and you can just go and eat it. I didn't know there was so many different kinds of dandelion. 20% of the dry weight of the nettle's leaf is protein, a little bit of fat in there as well. Vitamin C, vitamin A, calcium, potassium, iron, phosphorus, magnesium. I really recommend trying it out with an expert guide or taking a course, of which there are many. It's a really wholesome thing to do. What I needed to do was find food that would be easily identifiable, easy to forage, and would provide plenty of calories. This meant fungi was out, too easy to mix up the species, and the risks of getting it wrong were just too high. I focused on finding just 5 different plant species that would provide a full day's worth of nutrition and would be easy to find. So burdock, the plant where I harvested the leaves, it has big tuber-like roots below it. Wild garlic, this is what I'm looking for, quite unmistakable, which is perfect for me. So apparently they're quite smelly. Leaves are broader than all other garlics. The next day, with better weather, I set out again, this time armed with some knowledge. I'm really looking for 3 plants in particular here that will give me a lot of calories. Those are burdock, pignut, and wild garlic. Those plants all have tubers that I can harvest, and hopefully they contain a lot of calories. Now that I knew about their distinguishing features, it was surprisingly easy to find and identify the plant species I was after. The ground elder has this U-shaped stem. We've got these weird asymmetrical leaves. These are safe to eat and apparently very good for you. Okay, so this is wild garlic. I can tell because of flowers, but also even from here I can smell it. It stinks of garlic. Low carbohydrate storage. Takes a couple of seconds to forage. That's amazing. This plant here is another one I've been looking for. Pignut. I know that it's pignut because of the white flowers, but also because of these leaves. That is straight away. Jackpot. Took about 3 seconds. So finally you can just... Yeah. That's the nicest thing I've picked so far. So this is a little cluster of burdock plants, and below my feet, supposedly, are the tubers which hold all the carbohydrates and content that I need for food. That doesn't look like much of that is food. That's a good one. It's like when you have a field down, you're like, oh, keep going. Wild burdock tubers. That was like, what, 25 minutes? So this is our haul of edible, safe foods. So here we've got some wild garlic, which is kind of like scallions or spring onions. Pignut here, tiny little tubers. We've got some nettle tops, leafy green ground elder, which would be like our salad, side salad to our other salads. The main bulk of our calories and the meal will be made up of the burdock tubers, which will kind of act like our potato or our sweet potato. Quite a big amount of food here for a minimal amount of effort, really. This simple meal could see you through a tough situation if you were in dire straits. However, despite the food being safe and full of nutritious calories, I wasn't exactly winning any Michelin stars.
Oh my goodness, bro, that's